I came to Western Australia in 1974 to study fungi that had a beneficial effect on roots. So my mycorrhizal story has been my research story, and I landed here with an opportunity to start to work with amazing people in soil science who were plant nutritionists. At that time, there had been a group internationally who were studying mycorrhizals, but in Australia, there wasn't a lot of research. So we were trying to investigate how these fungi, as members of the soil community, were beneficial to plants in terms of the efficiency of phosphate use. I started to say, well, these fungi and bacteria do amazing things in soil, interact with organic matter, but how do we use this information in terms of land management? And what actually happens mostly in agricultural management is we tip it towards the chemistry, so the input of nutrients, which is very important. But then how do you get the most out of the biological processes that are also contributing to the nutrient supply? And that's the challenge. I've started interacting with farmers because if you're going to use this knowledge, the land managers are the people who are going to use the knowledge. So I started these little workshops to 10 farmers across WA, but with the challenge of trying to bring soil biology into a space where it's common knowledge. Lynn Beasley, who was the chief scientist of WA, was looking for suggestions about science projects for schools. And I suggested soil. They picked it up. More recently, the Department of Education in Western Australia, working with the Department of Agriculture, have now put it together as a resource for teachers in science at Year 7 level. Things like that just are game changers because it becomes normal for people to understand soil at a very early age in their career. I think actually we've come to a point where that link between the farmer knowledge and the scientific knowledge has come together properly. I received some funding from Landcare to work in the Smart Farms program to develop a soil app, and we're bundling up a lot of information on this app, which will be available across Australia, across the world. Someone's growing wheat, or they have dairy cows, or a whole range of different things are going on. But the principles underlying the process of nutrient cycling, the roles of beneficial organisms, the interaction with soil structure, all these things are similar in all those situations. Currently, the whole story of soil carbon needs to take in this heterogeneity across a farm story. A farm isn't just the same soil. In the future, that is really crucial, especially around soil management and soil carbon management. So the policies that underline this area are so important. This decision by the government to support this advocacy is probably the most important point moving forward. Many, many people have been working in this space for a long time, and to see acknowledgement of the space now is very satisfying. And it's not just Australia, it's international. I've interacted with a lot of wonderful people, students and other researchers, and I hope I've had an influence in that space, so they will be people who will carry things on into the future. If you look across Australia, soil is so important. So it's important for agriculture, it's important for anywhere which is a natural environment which is grazed, it's important in cities, but soil, we can't get it back if we don't look after it.